Okay, welcome to the midweek wrap up for the 24th of February 2022. Doing this on a Thursday where I normally do it on a Wednesday just because of the fact it was a short week, but seems like it was the best time to do it anyway with what's going on the market. So, if anyone's new here, my name's Michael Nauss. I'm a chartered market technician. I've been a trader for a long time now. I do a lot of technical analysis and quantitative analysis on the markets. So if you're interested, follow the channel. Come check out the links below, which will get to my website, and we can continue the conversation there. So today, basically, what I do is just do a midweek my thoughts on the market, a couple stocks that I'm watching, and we will go from there. So I'm going to start here with Bitcoin. We obviously had the invasion of Ukraine last night. You can see that actually caused a pretty significant down move into the night, but that was rallied up. So the note that I have here on the chart for the pro members who get this analysis done for them every night. Essentially, there's a wild action in crypto, but I wanted to note how much crypto is mirroring other assets when it comes to risk on assets or risky assets. So right now it's looking like it's doing a very good job of just, if people want risk, Bitcoin goes up. If people don't want risk, Bitcoin goes down is the easiest way to look at it. One of the cryptocurrencies I am watching for a trade myself is the Sand USD. You can see this really clearly defined around $3-ish support and resistance level that's happened for a long time, and a nice bottoming tail today. So if Sand can get going, that's something that I'm interested in. Another one here that I'm looking at is this yen, Aussie yen. So you can see here, let's move that a little bit. So you can see here, Aussie yen essentially just works as, again, another risk on, risk off metric. So it's been coiling here very nicely with this 82.10 area being support and resistance. So if we can break above that, I think we can continue higher on that one. This is something that was really interesting that came across my scans tonight, and it was the difference between ARK and BRKB. So you can see the overall trend is, if you've been holding any ARK shares, I'm sorry, or any of the ARK stocks, that's probably been a bad time for you. If you've been holding the BRK stocks, you've been doing well. That trend has existed for a long time, but today, and I highlighted the candle just from today in particular, you can see the reversal that's kind of been going on there, where Burke gap down, wasn't able to close the gap. ARK gap down way less, and actually not only closed the gap, but took yesterday's high as well. So might be showing, and we're seeing this with the Bitcoin and everything as well, might be switching to a little bit more of a risk on appetite, or it could just be that these are higher beta stocks, so they move more. Don't know yet. Need to have more information, need to watch more. Just something that I thought was interesting to note. So some sectors that I'm watching. So VNQ, which is just your real estate sector, it's had a bunch of support here around 101. It gapped down today like everything else, but then rallied up and almost retook that 101. So I drew this support as a line, but if you draw it as a zone, which is how I normally do, that to include these wicks, it's actually come back up. So that may have triggered some stops or trapped in some shorts. So we may get a reversal there from that. Looking the same kind of thing as the SPY, right? This 420 to say 425 area has been support for a very long time. We gapped down below that. We rallied above. So, I wonder if this was kind of a stop run that pushed everything down, allowed the big money to get involved long, pushed it up higher. I could get some FOMO from that. So just two names that I'm watching real quick going into tomorrow. One is EXPR. I like this big cup and then this little handle here. So if we can get above that kind of 450 and hold above that, I think this thing could possibly have another leg higher. And then FCX, Freeport McMoran, support area right down here. You can see it actually gapped down, but then engulfed not just yesterday's candle, but the last 4 or 5 days. So, as always, none of this is investment advice, but if you like this kind of content, again, follow the channel. Check out my links in the description below for the trading tools I use, as well as an access to my website, and I'll talk to you guys soon.